5 years old, never forget that I told my mother, I said, I'm going to make it, one day I'm going to make a guitar. My father knew a lot about wood, and he teach me little by little I learned.
His name is Manuel Velazquez, and what he learned was how to create some of the finest concert classical guitars of our time. Rosewood, ebony, and spruce. In the hands of the master, transformed into an instrument of passion. In the hands of the musician, it is a voice.
Because I started to learn to play the guitar and to make them. And my father twisted his mustache and said, if you are going to do the guitar, doing good. If you are going to play it in the right way, because a man can run 2 horses at the meantime. Then I quit playing the guitar, learning to play the guitar, keep making the guitar.
It was a revelation. It was almost an epiphany. The experience of playing one of Manuel's guitars really was an education.
With Manuel Velazquez, there's nothing we can say. It's just listen to the instrument and you'll feel it. It is something unique.
Manuel, he's his guitars, and you know when you play those guitars what he's going to be like, and it's true. He is so. The guitars have such the life and the beauty and everything that he has.
It's not only his guitars, it's just it's almost like a way of life for him. How he keeps going and keeps building these beautiful guitars.
I put a shelf in the dining room. I make a shelf in there, and then my wife, she fighting with me because the dust, she was cleaning, and I was sanding and throwing the dust on the floor. And it came a Puerto Rican teacher, another very nice gentleman, and he said, this is one of the best guitar I ever tried, Manuel. He gave me $500 on those times for the guitar. Then with that money, I went to buy wood. The wood talked to me, and I talked with the wood. Maybe you don't believe it, but it is that way. It's like an artist, a painter. The paint he used, tell him I'm going to be the paint he did. And in the guitar making is the same thing. The wood talked to me, and then I talk to the wood. I can feel it in my soul.
It was evident from his very first guitars that Manuel Velazquez was not only following in the hallowed footsteps of Torres and Santos Hernandez, but that he was creating and refining his own voice. Leading players of the day like Ray de la Torre and Alexander Bellows were quick to recognize this young genius, and so was his son.
I always remember going to his workshop and just being at awe how my father grabbed these pieces of wood, and out of them he'll make this beautiful instrument, you know, and these instruments that actually talk to you, almost like a human voice.
wonderful thing about Manuel's guitars is that they have an elegance. They're really elegant instruments. There's a refinement there, a refinement of sound. A lot of people can capture sort of an older sound, but Manuel's sparkles.
All what I do is by, how we say, by intuition. I prefer my fingers, the feeling, than the caliper. And then my finger tell me what is more thicker and thinner and so forth. For me, that is the most important thing, the quality of the sound. It's an intimate instrument, and I would say a heavenly instrument.
Alfredo had brought me a couple of guitars that Manuel had made. My God, they were just the sweetest, most beautiful sounding guitars I had ever heard. It was a revelation. There was something about that sound that was new and different. Don Manuel's guitars reflect his character. They reflect a lifelong commitment. They reflect his single-minded, persistent love for the craft.
That lifetime of work has earned Manuel the respect and admiration of fellow guitar makers like William Compiano, Thomas Humphrey, and Robert Ruck. Manuel Velazquez has received numerous accolades and prestigious awards for his achievements, and has been recognized and applauded by the International Festival of the Guitar of Puerto Rico. And yet he remains humble and true to his art.
People who are great never know how great they are. He is a maestro, yes, and he is a genius. He's been building guitars for a long time, and they're always made with love, and the sound just gets better and better, and he is the maestro.
Whenever I see my father over one of the forms while he's building a guitar, it's what drives him. He has this fervor, this passion for the guitar. And spending the time with my father, that's possibly been one of the greatest things. I hope that through my guitar making, and I hope through many years, I'll be able to keep up the legacy and show people, show people what my father has taught me.
He has lived through the entire history of guitar, in the 20th century and on. From when the guitar became a concert instrument with Segovia and onward, Manuel has been there. I think you could call Manuel a modern-day Stradivarius of the guitar world. If you consider Stradivarius the highest attainment that a person can reach in a craft, I certainly think that Don Manuel has done that.
He also wants people to remember him and to show the people that the guitar has a voice, and that he wants to share this voice with everybody else through his guitars.
My guitar is in my life, is my soul. I love it. That they play my guitar. It's my life.